Hello guys, this is CodeNCode and this is video editorial for the problem Ternary String taken from educational round, Codeforces educational round 87. The problem was B. Uh, so what I'm doing for this problem is actually let's discuss about the problem and then I'll tell you what I wanted to say. So you are given a string S consisting of only characters 1, 2 and 3, and you have to tell the shortest subarray such that 1, 2 and 3 all exist in that subarray at least one time. So this is the problem. Now I am putting this problem under the binary search practice problem series. Till now we have been studying binary search, and I just want to show you how binary search is helpful. This problem just shows you how binary search is helpful in competitive programming and solving these kind of problems. So what if you have no idea about binary search, or if you have not been following the binary search series, there are 2 or 3 lectures I think I have uploaded in binary search series. So I'll advise you to go and check out that lecture first, because we have talked about monotonic functions and how binary search is applicable to all of the functions which are monotonic. We can use binary search to maximize or minimize monotonic functions. So if you have not watched those lectures, I will highly advise you to do that. Now to solve this problem, what we are going to do, these are the some of the test cases. I'm not going to talk those about. So here what we are going to do, we are going to apply binary search on the result. Result is to find the length of the minimum length of the subarray such that 1, 2 and 3 all exist in that subarray, right? So we are going to apply binary search on length. Now minimum length is going to be 3, maximum can be size of the string. So now f of x is a monotonic function. If f of x is monotonic function, we can apply binary search on that, right? We have already discussed that in binary search course series. Now f of x returns true if there exists a subarray of length x such that 1, 2 and 3 appear at least one time. Now why this is monotony? See, if there exists a subarray of length x such that all 3 elements exist in that, then f of x plus 1 will be true as well. How? See, this subarray, if you see, contains all of the elements 1, 2 and 3, and the length of this subarray is 3. Then if you append either on right or left one extra element to this subarray, f of x will be true as well. So if I ask whether there exists a subarray of length 4 in the string such that all elements 1, 2, 3 exist, the answer would be true as well, because you can either consider this subarray or you can consider this subarray. So if f of x is true, then f of x plus 1 will be true, or strictly speaking, f of x plus h, where x plus h is less than equals to string size, will be true as well. So this function is actually monotonic function, and since this function is monotonic function, we can use this function and run binary search on length of subarray to find the answer. If I show you the code, this would look something like this. You see, what we are doing, we are reading t test cases. In each test cases we are reading a string. St is a string, st string, as you can see. We are reading string st, and then we are calling getAnswer function for each test case. Now getAnswer function is where we apply binary search. We initialize answer with infinity. Infinity is 10 to the power 9. I have defined it. So L would be at least 3 and R would be size of the string. Now we are running the standard binary search here. We are calculating mid, and then we are calling the isValid function. IsValid function is actually the f of x function, right? So isValid function. So isValid runs true if there exists a subarray of length mid such that all of the elements 1, 2 and 3 exist in that subarray. So if length mid, if this is true, which means your answer is at least mid, so you can minimize your answer with mid. And of course, if length mid answer exists mid consider as 5 is length 5 subarray exists such that all 3 elements exist in there, so you can reduce your range with mid -1. Otherwise, if there exists no subarray with length mid, then of course you have to go higher. That is why low would be updated with mid +1. Finally, when this while loop ends, if result is equals to initially infinity, which you have already defined here, which means there exists no subarray such that 1, 2 and 3 exist in that. So in that case you would return 0, as this is specified in the problem statement as well. Otherwise we are going to return result. Now how we are calculating whether length k or length mid subarray exists such that all 3 elements exist in that subarray? So we can take frequency array for that, and for each block of size k we are calculating the frequency of each element 1, 2 and 3. If for any subarray of length k frequency of 1 or 2 or 3, frequency of 1 and 2 and 3 is greater than 0, then we are returning true. That means there exists a subarray of length k such that all 3 elements are existing there. So that is why we would return true. And finally, if no such subarray exists, then we would return false. So this is how we solve or apply binary search to this problem. Since I'm adding this problem as a practice problem to binary search, so of course you can ask any if you have any doubt or query, you can ask in the comment, not in the comment section, in the article that I've created for this course. The link to the article I'll be giving into the description of this video. So this was all for this lecture. Thank you guys for watching, and till the next video drops, keep coding. Thank you.